Have you been motivated to be on my channel? How many videos have you watched before? I'm so grateful and I thank you for helping us to grow together. You are welcome to Purpose Fire, where you get the passion that fires you up in line with your destiny. Once again, you are welcome. How far have you been following motivational messages? And how successful have you become? Have you been able to achieve your goals by following only motivational messages? If your answer is yes, put it in the comment below. And if it is no, please type no in the comments. But whether your answer is yes or no, today I am here to share with you something that will blow your mind, that will make you come into a level of some consciousness and take up the challenge to move up to the top and succeed, because the top is where you belong. I'm Restford from Purpose Fire. Growing up in life, I realized that I have been following motivational messages a lot, listening to Les Brown, listening to Brian Tracy, and a whole lot of motivational speakers. But some way, somehow along the line, I realized that following the motivational messages alone wasn't enough. Why not enough? Why not following the I can do it, I can make it, all things are possible to me, and all those kind of motivational messages couldn't help me to achieve the level of success that I wanted to achieve. And that is why I am here to share with you the things that you need to know, the secrets behind the scenes, so that you will be able to have a maximum success throughout your journey of life. I know that this is my wonderful boy. I thought he was asleep. He just joined me. Don't mind me, I'm a family man. God bless you. As I was speaking, please listen. It is some way, somehow, along the lines that I realized that motivational messages are not enough. How did I realize that? Let me share with you a story. Whilst I was about to marry and preparing myself towards the marriage journey, I realized that I was reading the books of Brian Tracy, and some of the books I read from him is Eat That Frog, Kiss That Frog, No Excuses. I think one of his books is even here. You can check it out. That is Eat That Frog. And this book specifically talks about how you can achieve your goals. How you can achieve your goals. I followed these powerful books so much so that I realized that they were helping me in life towards the journey of my marriage. Listen, as I was getting closer to the marriage journey, that is taking my would-be to the altar, I realized that fear gripped me in my spirit, my soul, and my body. I realized that a lot of negativity started coming. The thought of divorce, a fear of losing it, a fear of failing in the marriage, the fear of collapsing along the way. But some way, somehow, I kept giving myself affirmative, positive statements. I could remember I stand in the mirror making declarations, saying all kinds of positive statements. But the more I said them, the more confused I became, because fear was gripping me. But beloved, the truth is that I want to share with you every motivational speaker knows what I'm talking about. They just don't only share with you what you can do. But with them, they have a backing. They have a solid ground that they stand. They have what they believe in. They have what that is pushing them ahead to success. So they don't just share with you motivational messages, but behind them is a great backing. It's a great spiritual force that they may not share with you. But here is the issue. So along the way, I realized that with all the fears that were bubbling up and trying to grip me along the way, I needed another level. I want you to note here that it means that there is a level where motivation can take you. There is a level where no matter how motivated you are, you still will get to a point that you get to know that you are limited in your thinking, limited in your strength, limited in the spirit, limited in your emotions. You become so troubled no matter the affirmative statements, no matter the positive thinking, no matter the ideas and philosophies behind the motivation industry. And that is where this video comes in. Here to help you to get to know the secret that will add up to your motivational messages that will make you totally and wholly successful. Let me continue with the story I was sharing with you. Listen. So somehow along the line, I realized that I needed to activate prayer. So I stepped on my altar of prayer and I was praying day in, day out. And I realized that the more I prayed, the more I invited the presence of God in the situation, the more fear ran away. The more fear was crushed. The more fear was destroyed. And that made me know that the secret is that you cannot survive only by motivational messages. You cannot win the battle of this world only by motivational and inspirational messages. And every motivational speaker knows this secret I'm sharing with you. Stay with me as I keep on sharing this powerful value with you. If you like the video, please kindly hit the like button, subscribe to this channel so that we can all grow together and push up to the top. In the course of my prayer life, as I prayed on the altar, I realized that all my fears started diminishing, and that made me more courageous. And I realized that through that, all my fears were destroyed. So I want to encourage you. Maybe you are listening to me and you have been following motivational messages. You've been inspiring yourself through Facebook, social media handles like TikTok, LinkedIn, and even YouTube as you are listening to me. But the secret is that you have to add up the God factor. You have to add up the Godtivational. That is blending motivation with the God factor, the word of God, so that it will help you to succeed even when nothing seems to happen in your life. And I believe strongly that it is your sole responsibility to do that. Let me continue by saying that it was through the activation of the presence of God, it was through the bringing in of the God factor into my situation that made me succeed. I realized that I took great responsibility. My faith began rising up and fear ran away. Light began to spark and darkness began to run, because God on the scene made even the mountains that I was facing fly away. It made the storms cool down. It made the winds stop. And I believe that when God speaks, everything hears. When God speaks, everything hears. So it means that by activating the God factor into my life of motivation made me realize that this is the surety of my victory. And I want to encourage you, no matter where you have reached in your life, let God be on the scene. Let God take charge of your life. Beloved, when it comes to these matters, we don't have to joke with it, because the secret is that there is a part of life that motivation alone cannot take you there. There is a part of life that motivation alone cannot make you get to that point, whereby you have to realize that nothing just happens. That is a whole message altogether, and I'll share with you one day. There is a part you have to realize that nothing just happens. And if there is a product, there is a manufacturer. As I'm shooting this video with you, whatever I'm using to shoot this video was made by somebody. And if we all agree that these devices were created or made by somebody, it means that then who made you and I? Who made you? Put your comment below. Who made you? Who made your existence possible? So if there is a product, then there is a manufacturer. And if there are fruits, it means there are roots. There is no fruit without a root. If we choose mangoes, we have mango roots that made their fruits possible. Beloved, the truth is that there is a reason why we are here. Our existence, our living is having a source. And the earlier we know our source, the better. The earlier we know and identify our source as humans, the better. Why? Because it will make us and help us to know where we are coming from and how we can connect ourselves to the source in order to succeed. The secret is that if we disconnect the source of our water, if we disconnect the pipelines from the source where we are getting water from, it means that water ceases. It means that the day we disconnect from our source, the day we started dying. Example, whenever you take a branch from a stem or any kind of plant, the moment you take a part of it out of its source, that is the stem, the moment that happens, it doesn't matter how beautiful that flower or that part of branch looks like, it will begin to die. It will begin dying. I want you to take a note about this. If that branch that is taken from the main source of the plant begins to die, the same thing happens in our lives as human beings. Let us identify our source. Let us connect the two together, blending the motivation with the Godtivational, that is the God factor, in order to help us get to the top. To end my story that I was sharing with you, when I activated God in my situation, the fear was destroyed. My fear of failure in my marriage journey was destroyed. And I would like to encourage you that no matter the aspect of your life that you are struggling with, let God be activated. Let the source be activated, and you will never regret doing that. I believe strongly that with God, with the God factor activated, we will surely get to where we belong. And the top is where you belong. Move there, get there, no matter the obstacles. Put yourself on the altar of prayer. Connect yourself with God, listen to Him, and apply His word in your life. So as you blend the motivational messages and inspirational messages with the God factor, that is the word of God, you begin to have a full picture of your success. I believe with this we can get far. Don't be deceived that only your motivational moves can take you there. There's a level whereby you meet spiritual encounters. One powerful entrepreneur called Dan Lok, I believe if you are a fan of Facebook or YouTube, you may have encountered his messages. One day was sharing with a group of people and he made mention of a statement, and that made me aware that it is true. When he was starting his financial journey, he was failing and crashing and messing it in lies, and he realized something. I remember he said emphatically that he will go to his God, pray before he steps out. And when he succeeds, he will get back again to his God and say that, oh, the last thing, please help me get this money. And he will get it. Then he will go back. This quickly tells us that every successful person, every motivational speaker, every great person in life is having a connection with the God factor. Connect yourself with him and you will never regret doing so. I succeeded marrying. I succeeded moving into my marriage journey, and by the grace of God, up to now, by the grace of God, by activating the God factor, God has been so faithful. I am moving forward. Grace abounds for me, and glorious things are spoken of me. And to the glory of God, all is well. Comment below, all is well. I said, comment below, all is well. AIW. Hashtag AIW. Put it in the comment below. If you're enjoying this video, like it, comment below, and share it to all your friends, and subscribe to this channel. I want to grow with you. I want to succeed with you. Let us move to the top. Let nothing stop you. Let nothing destroy that beautiful vision. Let nothing stop you from that glorious destiny of yours. Because nothing can stop you if you don't stop yourself. Nothing can limit you if you don't limit yourself. And as you combine God and bring the God of all creation into this line and life of your motivation, I know you shall surely make it to the top. You are blessed. Always remember that you are blessed. You are strong. You can make it and you can do it. And with God, all things are possible. I love you. See you in my next video.